Welcome to the Battle Eterna gameplay guide. This is a quick and to the point guide on how to play. There are timestamps in the description below for you to fast track to any set of rules. With that being said, let's begin. To start a game, first you need to select your character. Put their awakening and their overdrive face up as well. Separate your skill cards from crystal cards. The crystal cards will serve as your combo deck. Choose your stance, either heaven or hell. Skill cards have icons to symbolize which stance they belong to. Select the skills affiliated with the stance selected and place 4 of them face up as your skills. Lower health gets first attack. Look at the top right corner of the player card to determine health values. Attacking. Pick up the combo deck. Select a pattern you wish to attack with. Consult your combo rush value to determine how many cards you can attack with in a single combo. You can find this number located at the center right of your player card. Once you've selected your pattern, keep it in your hand and return the deck face down. Ensure to read the combo cards as certain cards have placement rules. Attacker places 1 card face down from their hand. You can place these cards down in any order. Defender will go through the entirety of the deck trying to match your face down card. Once the defender has selected a card from the deck, they will place that card face up. The attacker will reveal their face down card. If the cards are mismatched, the attack is deemed unguarded and the effects will take place. If the cards are matched, the attack is guarded and nothing will happen to the defender. The attacker will put another card face down from their hand. The defender will meet that second card face up. This process repeats until the attacker runs out of combo cards in their hand. Red and blue cards are the only cards that won't end the attacker's turn if guarded. Skills. Once you finish your combo, should you have the right amount of Eterna, you can use said skill. Eterna costs are located bottom left of your skill card. Its on-hit values are located on the bottom right of your skill card. Declare the skill you wish to use. Place a blue or red card face down over it. The defender will try and match your face down card with a face up card. If you played a blue card, you will trigger the blue values. If you play a red card, you will trigger the red values. Blue is known as base, red is known as EX. If the cards match, the attacker's turn comes to an end. If the cards don't match, the attacker's skill takes effect. On hit, the attacker will turn the skill card sideways to symbolize it's on cooldown. This means for the remainder of this turn, the skill cannot be used. Attacker can retrieve the combo deck and select another pattern to attack with. This process continues until the defender forcefully ends the attacker's turn or the attacker cannot proceed with his or her turn. At the end of the attacker's turn, any skill on cooldown will revert back to normal. The defender becomes the attacker and begins the process. Combo card guide. Blue and red cards build 1 Eterna per hit. Yellow rush cards deal 5 damage. If guarded, it will end your turn. Purple rush card can either grant the attacker 2 Eterna or remove Eterna from the defender. The amount the defender loses is half of the number they have for a combo value. Odd numbers round up. This card can only be played as card number 1 in a combo rush. If guarded, your turn will end. Green rush card increases attacker's combo rush by 1. It can only be played as your last card. If guarded, the attacker enters a fatal opening and their turn ends. If this card hits, the attacker will skip using the skills. Attacker will select a new combo pattern, but with an additional card. If another green is played, increase combo value by 1. Attacker can stack this up to 4 times. If at any point the attacker chooses to not stack the green card, then the chain is broken for their turn. The next combo rush they play will revert back to normal values. Any green cards used will be placed aside and out of play for the rest of the turn. Once turn is over, green cards can return to the deck. Skills Guide. Skill cards have important information. Center of the card is a red or blue icon that symbolizes a heaven or hell stance. Skills have a status located center left, safe, minor, and fatal. Some cards have dual statuses such as minor fatal. The first status is blue value, the second status is for red value. If a skill is guarded, these statuses take effect. Safe means your turn ends with no openings. Minor means your turn ends with a minor opening. The first yellow rush will do 10 damage instead of 5. Fatal means your turn ends with a fatal opening. The first yellow rush will do 15 damage. You revert to normal status when 1. You end your opponent's turn, or 2. Your opponent hits you with a single yellow rush. Center right tells you the skill type. We'll revisit this in a moment. Bottom left are 2 crystal designs with number values inside them. These numbers tell you the cost of the skill in both its base and EX. Base being blue, red being EX. Bottom center is a description box of what the move does. Bottom right is the damage values of what the skill does in its respective forms. Cards with positive values such as +3 indicate on hit you gain Eterna. Negative values like -3 means on hit the enemy loses Eterna. And solid numbers like 5 means the enemy takes that damage. Playing a skill card and placing a blue card face down triggers its base values. Playing a red card face down triggers its EX values. Blue for base, red for EX. Now, we are going to break down each skill and how to use them. They'll be categorized from easy, intermediate, and master. Beginner skills. Easy skills to understand and use. Opener. When this skill hits a target, you do not lose Eterna cost value. If the skill is guarded, you lose Eterna cost value and turn ends. This is the only card where on hit, you spend no Eterna. Ender. Hit or miss, this skill will end your turn. You can use this skill in the skills phase or when you get a flush. If it's a flush, you can use the base form of this skill at free cost or spend EX value to use the EX. Either way, this move will be unblockable and end your turn. Projectile. On hit, reduce enemy Eterna by damage value. Grab. On hit, gain Eterna equal to damage value. Enhancer. This skill increases the strength of its user. Read description to find out how the enhancer applies to the player. Reset. On hit, these skills remove another skill from cooldown, allowing you to use that skill twice in a single turn. Intermediate skills. These skills have a bit of a learning curve, but once mastered, become easy to use. Reversal. A defensive skill. During the enemy combo rush, you can declare a reversal at any time. Once you declare a reversal, the opponent puts the remaining combo cards in his or her hand off to the side. You, the player, place a red or blue card face down over your reversal card. Opponent accesses the combo deck to attempt to match. If mismatched, the reversal takes effect and ends the attacker's turn. If matched, the remaining cards in the opponent's combo rush will automatically hit you in any sequence the attacker desires, and they will proceed with their turn. Counter. A defensive skill. When your opponent declares a skill and places a red or blue card face down over it, you can declare counter. Place a blue or red card over your counter. The opponent will access the combo deck and try to match. Failure to do so, the counter takes effect and ends the opponent's turn. If the opponent guards the counter, then the skill they want to attack you with will hit you automatically. Linker. These skills can't be guarded. They also can't be used as standalone skills, such as openers, enders, etc. In order to use this skill, you must fulfill one of two requirements. 1. During a combo rush, if you hit a yellow rush card, you can declare a linker immediately after. You will spend the Eterna and deal the damage. You then proceed with your combo should you have more cards in your hand. 2. Upon hitting a skill card, you can use a linker immediately after. Once you have used a linker, should you have another, you can link them together. Linkers go into linkers. Chain Grab. This skill can't be used outright. This skill also can't be guarded. There are two methods in using this skill. 1. After you hit a purple rush, you can declare a chain grab immediately after. You spend the Eterna required and proceed with your remaining combo rush. 2. After using a skill, you can use a chain grab immediately after, spending the Eterna while allowing it to take effect. You can chain grab into another chain grab. Linkers and chain grabs can't be used with enders, counters, reversals, zones, and enhancers. Master. Hard skills to use in Master. Zone. A defensive skill. This skill has 2 steps to it. After you perform your combo rush, if you have the minimum required Eterna or its base value, you can arm a zone. Place a red or blue card face down over it sideways. This means the zone is now armed. While armed, the base cost of the Eterna will be sealed. Example, if the base cost is 2, to arm the zone, you must seal 2 Eterna. This seal is removed once the zone is used. The more zones you arm, the more Eterna will be sealed. After arming a zone, you may enter your combo phase and play as normal. Step 2. At the end of your turn, your opponent will select a combo rush. Your opponent will put his or her card face down. At any time during the combo, you may declare the arm zone. Once declared, the face down card from your opponent remains. Zone becomes active, and opponent must guard the zone by accessing the combo deck and selecting a blue or red card to defend. If the opponent succeeds in guarding the zone, the face down combo card he or she plays will automatically hit the player. If the zone is not guarded, the opponent will take its effect. The combo card face down will be revealed but do nothing. Opponent will continue with combo. You can use multiple zones at once if you desire. Once the combo phase has passed, you must wait for the next combo phase to use any more armed zones. If the zone you used is an EX but you don't have the cost, you can't use it. The sealed Eterna is unsealed and consumed upon zone usage. Mix-up. A multi-hitting skill. After you finish a combo rush, you may use a mix-up skill. This skill has multiple hits. If a mix-up is a 5-hit mix-up, you will have 2 options. 1. Declare mix-up skill. Place a blue or red rush card face down. If you played blue, then the first hit of the mix-up is triggered. Your opponent will have to try and match. Failure to match allows you to place a second card face down, be it blue or red. You continue this process until the entire mix-up is completed. If you place a red card face down as the first card, you have EX'd the mix-up. This means if the opponent fails to guard the red, the entire mix-up will hit instead of having to play 4 more cards. If the opponent guards the first or last card of a mix-up, it will end the player's turn. Overdrive. This skill has a special rule. You must have 50% or lower health in order to access the skill. Overdrives can be used in both stances and it's separate from the other 4 skills you equipped. They require 10 Eterna. Damaging overdrives will end your turn. Enhancement overdrives will allow you to proceed with your turn. If the overdrive deals no damage, it's an enhancement overdrive. Damaging overdrives are unblockable, end turn, and deal massive damage. Special effects. Bleed out. The enemy player will lose 5 health points at the start of their turn. If the bleed stack is 3, for example, then for 3 turns, the opponent will lose 5 health points at the start of their turn. Armor. When armor is up, it negates 5 damage per armor stack. Yellow rushes remove 1 armor stack. Purple rushes remove 3 armor stacks. Damaging skills remove all armor stacks. Seal. If you have 5 Eterna and 2 seals, out of the 5 Eterna, you have access to 3 Eterna. Seals can stack. 1 yellow rush removes 1 seal, purple removes 3, damaging skill removes all. Crush. When the target suffers a crush status, they are unable to guard the first card of a combo rush. Once the first card is played, the crush status is removed. Grounded. Reduce enemy combo rush by specified number. Grounded effect is removed after first combo rush. Flush. If you play a combo rush absent purple or green rushes, and the entire combo rush hits, you get a flush, allowing you to use an ender at free cost in its base form, and it's unblockable. This will end your turn. You can use the EX variant, but you have to spend Eterna. It will, however, be unblockable. Reverse flush. Guarding the entirety of an enemy combo rush will result in a reverse flush. You gain Eterna equal to the opponent's combo rush value. That is the end of the guide. Use this video as a reference guide to master the game rules. Enter the battle and dominate your opponent in a fighting game like never before. Battle Eterna.